In the field of Egyptology, transliteration is the process of converting texts written in the Egyptian language to alphabetic symbols representing uniliteral hieroglyphs or their hieratic and demotic counterparts. This process facilitates the publication of texts where the inclusion of photographs or drawings of an actual Egyptian document is impractical. It should be emphasized that transliteration is not the same as transcription. Transcription seeks to reproduce the pronunciation of a text. For example, the name of the founder of the 22nd dynasty is transliterated as SSNQ but transcribed Shoshenq in English, Chekonk in French, Sejong in Dutch, and Sheshonk in German. Due to the exact details regarding the phonetics of ancient Egyptian not being completely known, most transcriptions depend on Coptic for reconstruction or are theoretical in nature. Egyptologists, therefore, rely on transliteration in scientific publications. Standards. As important as transliteration is to the field of Egyptology, there is no one standard scheme in use for hieroglyphic and hieratic texts. Some might even argue that there are as many systems of transliteration as there are Egyptologists. However, there are a few closely related systems that can be regarded as conventional. Many non-German-speaking Egyptologists use the system described in Gardner 1954, whereas many German-speaking scholars tend to opt for that used in the Wörterbuch der Ägyptischen Sprache, the standard dictionary of the ancient Egyptian language. However, there is a growing trend, even among English-speaking scholars, to adopt a modified version of the method used in the Wörterbuch. Although these conventional approaches to transliteration have been followed since most of the second half of the 19th century to the present day, there have been some attempts to adopt a modified system that seeks to utilize the International Phonetic Alphabet to a certain degree. The most successful of these is that developed by Wolfgang Schenkel, and it is being used fairly widely in Germany and other German-speaking countries. More recent is a proposal by Thomas Schneider that is even closer to the IPA, but its usage is not presently common. The major criticism leveled against both of these systems is that they give an impression of being much more scientifically accurate with regard to the pronunciation of Egyptian. Unfortunately, this perceived accuracy is debatable. Moreover, the systems reflect only the theoretical pronunciation of Middle Egyptian and not the older and later phases of the language, which are themselves to be transliterated with the same system. Electronic transliteration. In 1984, a standard, ASCII-based transliteration system was proposed by an international group of Egyptologists at the first Table Ronde Informatique Égyptologienne, published in 1988. This has come to be known as the manuel decodage system, based on the title of the publication, Inventaire des signes hiéroglyphiques en vue de leur saisie informatique. Manuel decodage des textes hiéroglyphiques en vue de leur saisie sur ordinateur. It is widely used in email discussion lists and internet forums catering to professional Egyptologists and the interested public. Although the manuel decodage system allows for simple, alphabetic transliterations, it also specifies a complex method for electronically encoding complete ancient Egyptian texts, indicating features such as the placement, orientation, and even size of individual hieroglyphs. This system is used by various software packages developed for typesetting hieroglyphic texts. Unicode. With the introduction of the Latin Extended Additional Block to Unicode version 1.1 and the addition of Egyptological Alpha to Unicode version 5.1, it is possible to fully transliterate Egyptian texts using a Unicode typeface. The following table only lists the special characters used in various transliteration schemes. Egyptological Aleph, Ayin, and Yod. 3 additional characters are required for transliterating Egyptian. Aleph, approximated by the digit 3 in ASCII. iron, yod. Although 6 Egyptological and Ugaritist letters were proposed in August 2000, it was not until 2008 that 4 of the 6 letters were encoded. Another 2 proposals were made regarding the Egyptological yod, the eventual result of which was to accept the use of the Cyrillic silly new matter as one of several possible diacritics for this purpose. The other options use the superscript comma and the right half ring above. OpenType tables in fonts will be necessary to support the combination correctly. Examples showing the Cyrillic option and the reverse Sicilicus option are given below. The Institut Français d'Archéologie Orientale adopted its own Unicode-based transliteration system. It uses the Middle English yog for alof, j or Vietnamese I for Egyptological yot, and a reverse Sicilicus for iron. Demotic. As the latest stage of pre-Coptic Egyptian, Demotic texts have long been transliterated using the same system used for hieroglyphic and hieratic texts. However, in 1980, Demotis adopted a single, uniform, international standard based on the traditional system used for hieroglyphic, but with the addition of some extra symbols for vowels and other letters that were written in the Demotic script. The Demotic Dictionary of the Oriental Institute of the University of Chicago utilizes this method, as this system is likely only of interest to specialists. For details, see the references below. De Senneval, Françoise. 1980. Unification des Methodes de Transliteration, Inchoria, Zeitschrift für die Motistik und Coptologie 10-2-4, Johnson, Janet H. 1980. CDDP Transliteration System, Inchoria 10-5-6, Johnson, Janet H. 1991. Thus wrote, Oncheshonkai, An Introductory Grammar of Demotic, 2nd ed. Studies in Ancient Oriental Civilization 45, Chicago, University of Chicago Press. Tate, William John. 1982. The Transliteration of Demotic, Inchoria 11-67-76. Thyssen, Heinz Joseph. 1980. The Transcription Demotischer Texts, Inchoria 10-7-9. Table of conventional transliteration schemes. The vowel is conventionally inserted between consonants to make Egyptian words pronounceable in English. Samples of various transliteration schemes. The following text is transliterated below in some of the more common schemes. Unicode. Ehrman and Grapau 1926-1953 http DINS WTWSIRHNTIJIMNTJWNTRN BBDWWPWWTNBTDSR Gardner 1953 http DINS WTWSIRHNTYIMNTIWNTRN BBDWWPWWTNBTDSR Orman, Grimmel, al. 1988 http DINS WTWSIRHNTIWNTRANBABDWWPWAWTNB A fully encoded, machine-readable version of the same text is M23X1, R4X8Q2, D4W17R14G4R8029, V30U23N26D58049, Z1F13, N31V30, N16, N21 *Z1D45, N25. Schenkel 1991 http DINS WTWSIRHNTYIMNTJWNCRN BBCWWPWWTNBTC Senior. Allen 2000 http DJNS WTWSJRHNTYJMNTJWNTRN BBDWWPWWTNBTDSR Schneider 2003 HTTP://NSWTWSIRHNTYIMNTJWNCRDN BBC WWPWWTNBTC Senior. Uniliteral signs. The Egyptian hieroglyphic script contained 24 uniliterals, which today we associate with the 26 glyphs listed below. The traditional transliteration system shown on the left of the chart below is over a century old and is the one most commonly seen in texts. It includes several symbols such as aleph for sounds that were of unknown value at the time. Much progress has been made since, though there is still debate as to the details. For instance, it is now thought the aleph may have been an alveolar lateral approximant, L, in Old Egyptian but was lost by Middle Egyptian. The consonants transcribed as voiced may actually have been ejective or, less likely, pharyngealized like the Arabic emphatic consonants. A good description can be found in Allen. Gardner lists several variations.